It was a cloudless day, perfect for flying. Captain Denise Morgan, a seasoned Air Force pilot, was suiting up for another routine training exercise. With over a decade of experience under her belt, she felt an undeniable sense of calm as she climbed into the cockpit. The familiar hum of the engines ignited her spirit as she navigated the F-35 Lightning II with grace and precision. However, as she reached her designated altitude, her serene world was shattered by a sudden burst of pain. Her vision blurred, and the world seemed to swirl around her. Panic set in as she fought to maintain control of the aircraft, but it was futile. She managed to eject from the cockpit moments before her F-35 spiraled into a fiery descent. Denise awoke in a military hospital, her head pounding with pain. The doctors informed her that she had suffered a rare and irreversible condition, rendering her completely blind. Struggling to process the news, she found herself overwhelmed by the loss of her career, her passion, and her independence. In the months that followed, Denise sought solace in isolation, withdrawing from the world that she could no longer see. That was until she met Sarah, a determined and vivacious physical therapist who was assigned to her rehabilitation. Sarah refused to let Denise wallow in self-pity, pushing her to find strength in her vulnerability. One day, Sarah introduced Denise to the world of triathlons, a sport that could challenge her both mentally and physically. Intrigued, Denise began to train under Sarah's guidance, embracing her new reality with a newfound sense of purpose. As the weeks turned into months, Denise's determination grew. She worked tirelessly to hone her body, mind, and spirit. Sarah was her unwavering support, providing guidance and encouragement. Together, they devised unique techniques that allowed Denise to navigate her surroundings without sight. In the water, Denise wore a tether connected to a guide swimmer who led her through the waves. On the bike, she and Sarah rode in tandem, Sarah dictating their path and pace. And as they ran, Denise's other senses took over, guiding her to the finish line. Denise's prowess as a triathlete soon garnered attention. She became a symbol of resilience and strength, inspiring countless others with her story. Through it all, Sarah remained her most ardent supporter, and their friendship blossomed into something deeper, something that transcended sight. 2 years after her accident, Denise stood at the starting line of the Ironman World Championship in Kona, Hawaii. She could feel the energy in the air, the anticipation of the challenge that lay ahead. Her heart pounded as the starting gun fired, and she dove into the water with Sarah by her side. Hours later, drenched in sweat and exhaustion, Denise crossed the finish line. She had conquered the Ironman, but more importantly, she had triumphed over the darkness that once threatened to consume her. As she stood on the podium, Sarah wrapped her arms around her, whispering words of pride and love into her ear. Denise Morgan had lost her sight, but in the process, she had gained a new vision, one of courage, determination, and a love that transcended the boundaries of the physical world. And as she stood there, with the sun shining on her face, she knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, she would face them head-on, with Sarah by her side.